Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for being here this evening for this meeting of the Town Board of the Town of Carmel. Before we get started, as always, we're going to have the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. So would everybody please rise? And Councilman Schneider, would you lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And if you please remain standing for a moment of silence and just observance for the sacrifices that I think in light of today's meeting, our first responders, law enforcement, civil service, what they do for us and for our town, and make it another great place to work. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Did you say there was a town board meeting?
Okay, once again, thank you all for being here, and thank you all at home for watching this evening's meeting of the Town Board of the Town of Carmel. Tonight's meeting is a Town Board voting meeting. And for the record, all members of the Town Board are present with us this evening, as is our Town Clerk, Ann Spofford, all the way down to my right. And filling in for Greg Fulchetti tonight is Joe Charbonneau. He's going to be our Town Council for this evening. So before we get started on our voting meeting agenda for this evening, I just want to thank Chief Kazari is here with us as well, and some members of his department. And they're here this evening for an occasion of where a current patrol sergeant, is being promoted to lieutenant at this evening's town board meeting. And I just want to state that I had the pleasure of working with John Dearman, Sergeant John Dearman, when he was a patrolman on Carmel PD, and I was his sergeant for a few years. And we had the pleasure of working together, right, John? He was one of my boys. You made me look good.
Impossible.
Impossible, but always made me look good. And I just want to say that John is a true professional police officer. He takes his job very seriously. He always has. And he's very diligent and dedicated to the town of Carmel, and has always treated every resident, business owner, or any visitor of the town of Carmel with respect and dignity as well. So it's my pleasure and the town board's pleasure this evening, and our privilege to promote John to the rank of lieutenant. And I just want to say it's well-deserved, John, and I'm sure he's going to work very well in his title and his new rank as lieutenant, as he has as patrolman and sergeant. So I just want to give you a little history on John, if I may. John, in 1999, I hope I have the year right, in 1999, John was hired by the Putnam County Sheriff's Department as a correction officer. He spent 2 years as a correction officer, and then he became a road patrol deputy 2 years later, and he served as a road patrol deputy for 2.5 years. And then in June of 2003, John then transferred and joined the ranks of the Town of Carmel Police Department. And in 2007, John was promoted to sergeant, patrol sergeant in the Town of Carmel Police Department. So 9 years later, John is now being promoted to lieutenant in the same police department. So it's well-deserved, well-earned by John, and I'm sure he's going to serve this town, his community, and the members of the department well in that position. So before we get started, we're going to have to read the resolution, and then I will have the pleasure of swearing John in to his new rank as lieutenant. So let's get started. The first item on the agenda is to accept the town board minutes of February 3rd, 17th, and 24th of 2016. I need a motion.
So moved.
Okay, so moved by Councilman Lombardi.
Seconded.
Seconded by Councilman Schneider. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, second resolution item this evening is making probationary appointment, the rank of lieutenant in the Carmel Police Department. And Councilman Schneider, would you read that one, please?
Be my honor. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as commissioners of the Police Department, hereby appoints Sergeant John Dearman to the position of lieutenant, effective March 17th, 2016, on a probationary basis, subject to the provisions of civil service law and the civil service rules and regulations. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded. So offered by Councilman Schneider, seconded by the rest of the board. Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Schneider.
Absolutely.
Councilman Lupinacci.
Yes.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes, with
Councilman
pleasure.
Lombard.
With pleasure.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, with pleasure as well. Okay, so the resolution's been read, and we're going to be now swearing in Lieutenant Dearman, now Lieutenant Dearman for the Carmel Police Department. Okay, Board, if you want, please join me while we swear in Lieutenant Dearman. Okay, family, is everybody coming up? John? You're going to hold the Bible? Okay, you and the boys? Okay.
Don't mommy hold it.
All right.
Can you hold it?
Okay.
All right, you hold it. Don't drop it.
Okay, John, it's my pleasure to swear you in as lieutenant with the Carmel Police Department, and you've already done so. I was going to say, please raise your right hand and put your left hand on the Bible. Okay, just repeat after me. I, John Dearman,
I, John Dearman,
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the position of Police Lieutenant
of the position of Police Lieutenant
in and for the town of Carmel,
in and for the town of Carmel,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Get him good. Get him good. Get him back. All right.
Just too cute. Congrats.
Thank you.
That's nice. Daddy.
Thank you.
So Mike, you got another egg?
Got it. Some help. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Congratulations once again.
Congrats.
Wow, you're more technologically advanced than our usual council. He'll have a private swearing in.
How did Greg miss this tonight? Okay. That was a nice ceremony. Thank you, Chief. And I just wanted to mention that Sergeant Dearman, now Lieutenant Dearman, was interviewed by the chief for the position and was highly recommended by the chief for the promotion of Sergeant Dearman to lieutenant. So the Chief Kazari supports this 110%, and we appreciate that, Chief. Thank you for the vetting process and everything else. Thank you. Okay, all right, next order of business is we're going to be appointing a new police officer to the ranks of the Town of Carmel Police Department as well this evening. So, Councilman Lombardi, would you please read resolution number 3?
Sure. Resolve the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby appoints Thomas Egan of Mahopac, New York, as a police officer in the Town of Carmel, effective March 21st, 2016, at a transfer rate of $55,033.36 per year upon completion of the provisions of the Civil Service Law and the Putnam County Civil Service Rules and Regulations. I offer the resolution as read.
Second?
Okay, seconded as well? All, yeah, all. Motion made by Councilman Lombardi, seconded by the rest of the board. Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Schneider.
Yes.
Councilman Lupinacci.
Yes.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes, with
Councilman-
pleasure.
Councilman Lombardi.
With pleasure.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, with pleasure. Motion carried. Thank you. And I just want to mention that Patrolman Thomas Egan is joining us from the ranks of the New York City Police Department. He was an NYPD officer for, I believe, about 2.5 years now, And he took the civil service test for police officer in Putnam County. He scored well enough on it. He ranked well enough on it. And the chief, once again, Chief Kazari and his staff did a thorough vetting process of Thomas Egan, and he came highly recommended as well to the town board for the position of patrolman for the town of Carmel PD. So we're very supportive of your hiring, and we look forward to really, really good things from you, Thomas. You're joining an excellent police department. Men and women of Carmel PD they do a fantastic job protecting the residents, business owners, and property owners of the town of Carmel, and I'm sure you'll continue to do the same. So we're fully in support of you, and we look for nothing but the best. So we have to swear you in as well, Thomas. So if you want to join us up at the podium with your family, and we'll do that now too.
I'll just park farther, because I'm gonna have to talk to them any more time. They can't take
Okay, family, hold the Bible, please. Okay, this is the fun part. All right, place your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, Thomas Egan,
I, Thomas Egan,
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend
do solemnly swear that I support and defend
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the appointed position of police officer
of the appointed position of police officer
in and for the town of Carmel,
in and for the town of Carmel,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Who's that? That's fine.
Best of luck.
Thank you, Tom. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Your dad? Yeah. Congrats.
Congratulations, Tom.
Congratulations, sir.
Don't you want to have one by the flag?
Yeah, like the other one. Like the other one. Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah. But that was Kazari minus mustache.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
oh, so that's the problem? You know, you're yes, you should definitely do another one.
Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
This way you can put them on the wall. Like, all of them on the flag.
Yeah, I figured.
But we can pencil in. Should we pencil in the mustache on the other one?
No.
Take care of that tomorrow. With the magic marker. Draw right.
Don't tell him he will.
I gotta get the color. I told him to.
Don't encourage him.
We need something from here.
How are you?
So why don't we do this? Yeah, you too, John. Yeah. And then we can do it.
Come over this side. Come over here, young man. Oh, here. Handshaking or just standing?
You guys could hug, handshake. That was actually really good.
I almost did. Yes, sir. Oh, okay. Shake hands.
Don't go too far, yeah. Hold on. Hold on, can I get a picture of all of you guys? Sorry, I mean, if we're making recording.
Oh, which guy?
You're always in charge, so. Getting to Jeff in, I guess we'll let Jeff in.
Thank you.
Sorry.
you guys want anything? I'll take it. The family or something like that? Yeah.
A woman of fun, have you some? Thank you.
You don't want a picture of us, Bob? That's cool. That's fine.
She wanted us to shoot last time. That's happened before.
Jay.
Oh, I do know. I was doing that talking for 26 years.
That he wasn't here.
I know all about it, yeah.
2 officers and 2 cars. 3 cars. No bitching out of you no more. Right?
He wouldn't be the same man. He wasn't bitching about some cars.
Well, that you already.
By the way, I was speaking to my wife. She's very happy that we all.
Oh, your wife? We're gonna get his wife in here? She's coming in for interview.
Freaking Nagel was firing her up. She was
Lieutenant,
speaking about it. She's
Lieutenant,
going,
I have. I need you to interview.
no, it would not be good.
I need you to interview a Mrs. Lazari for the administrative position back there.
That is the,
Just because you're
best
miserable
is
after
for,
does not mean
Larry,
I
but my
have to
thing
be
is my office is in the middle.
It doesn't
Part of my marriage.
I don't feel like representing.
We can move you.
I would have no fun
Don't worry.
ever
We
again.
can, well, then we'll move him. I think that'd be great.
All your fun would be done. All their fun would just stop.
I just said my office would be in between her
Doreen,
and him.
all right, so
I'm not-
Doreen
I'm not-
Lazari tomorrow morning. Penny, we'll interview her for you.
No, we will not.
I already spoke to
I think
her.
that's his first order of business.
I already spoke to her.
No, I got a chartered financial analyst.
That's not gonna work.
Yes, CFO.
One's an MBA.
That guy's gonna
So you
leave.
moved office again?
Three now. Okay.
No, so,
Got a woman with a psychology degree.
no, you don't want that downstairs. No.
Yeah,
No, you don't want that. You're gonna be gone within a year.
I'm crazy. What is she gonna say? I knew that.
Yeah, no, I'm still pushing for Doreen.
Bruce, we're good. Yeah, you just got an application.
Yeah, but I think somebody. Yeah, but you know what, Mike? Somebody with too much, they're not gonna stay. What? Yeah, but they have like too much credentials. That's not administrative.
The 2 new hires, really 2 good finds. Young man, Gary, I always pay him. It's got his Tubby Peas, I can't pronounce it. Yes, sir. No, they don't have you on the agenda, so you can go home, my friend. Unless you want to stay.
It's 2.
3.
Okay, all right, we're going to continue with the remainder of the town board voting meeting agenda. So number 4 on the agenda tonight is a resolution making an appointment of account clerk typist in the town clerk's office. Councilman Lupinacci? That's okay. Would you read number 4, John?
Sure, official business.
Official business.
Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby appoints Alice Daly to the position of account clerk typist in the office of the town clerk effective April 4th, 2016, at a CSEA Group 2, Step 1 salary level on a probationary basis and subject to the provisions of civil service law and the civil service rules and regulations. I offer this resolution as read.
Second?
Okay, seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Schneider?
Yes.
Councilman Karachi?
Yes, with pleasure.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes, with pleasure.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Okay. All right, next resolution, number 5, is a resolution making a promotional probationary appointment of Account Clerk 2 in the Engineering Department. Susie, would you read Resolution 5, please?
Sure. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Donna Estevez to the position of Account Clerk 2 in the Office of the Engineer, effective immediately, at a CSEA Group 4, Step 1, salary level on a promotional probationary basis, and subject to the provisions of civil service law and the civil service rules and regulations. I offer this, that's okay? I offer this as read.
Second.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi and Councilman Lupinacci. Roll call vote.
Councilman Schneider?
Yes.
Councilman Lupinacci?
Yes, with pleasure.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes, with pleasure.
Councilman Lombardi?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, with pleasure. Motion carried, 5-0. Donna's here with us this evening, and I just want to congratulate Donna. Donna's been working with us now for about 4 years, and she started here part-time hourly, and she was hired full-time about two plus years ago, and this is a promotional upgrade in the engineering department. She does an excellent job for us. She's another one that's very diligent, a hard worker, very committed to her job, and her performance is just really amazing. So it's well-deserved that you received this promotion tonight. So Donna, congratulations to you. Thank you. Okay, next resolution, number 6, is a resolution making a promotional probationary appointment of Account Clerk 2 in the Comptroller's Department. Councilman Schneider, would you read number 6?
Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Michelle Russell to the position of Account Clerk 2 in the Office of the Town Comptroller, effective immediately, at a CSEA Group 4, Step 1 salary level on a promotional probationary basis and subject to the provisions of civil service law and the civil service rules and regulations. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Okay, second as well, seconded by the full remainder of the board. Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Schneider?
Yes.
Councilman Lupinacci?
Yes.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes, with pleasure.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, with pleasure. Motion carried. Thank you. Congratulations, Michelle. Michelle Russell has been with us, I don't know, how many years? 10? 10 years employed by the Town of Carmel. She's assigned to the Comptroller's Office. She actually oversees the Water Department billing function in that office, as well as her other duties and responsibilities. Michelle does a superlative job in her position in the Comptroller's Office, very dedicated, similar to Donna's, to the Town of Carmel. And it's with pleasure that we promote you this evening, Michelle, to Town Clerk 2. And this came highly recommended by your boss, Mary Ann Maxwell, the Town Controller. So she has a lot of faith and trust in you, and she also believes very strongly that it was well-deserved for you to be elevated to the next title, which is Account Clerk 2. So congratulations, best of luck in your new title, and continue doing what you're doing. Thank you so much. Okay, all right. I know Donna, you have to run. If you guys want to stay, you can, but if you have to be somewhere, thanks so much for being here.
All of us?
No, not all of us, no, just at least 2 more of you have to stay here, though, so, but. All right, so next resolution, number 7, is a resolution authorizing sign replacement / installation at McDonough Park. And Councilman Lombardi, would you read number 7?
Sure. Resolve the Town Board of Town of Carmel, in connection with the proposed Eagle Scout project of Richard Duffy of Boy Scouts of America, Troop 271, hereby authorizes the installation and replacement of the McDonough Park sign located at Angela Drive and Crane Road, in accordance with the plans provided by Director of Recreation and Parks James R. Gilchrist, as detailed in his memorandum to the Town Board dated March 4, 2016. And be it further resolved that upon presentation of insurance certificates for all vendors and contractors proposed to perform improvements in connections with this authorization. Inform acceptable town council, the aforesaid work may be commenced. I offer the resolution as read.
Second?
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilman Lupinacci and Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Schneider.
Yes.
Councilman Lupinacci.
Yes.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Supervisor
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Okay, next resolution, number 8, is a resolution authorizing budget modifications, number 201601. And Councilman Lupinacci, would you read 8, please?
Whereas the Town Comptroller, Mary Ann Maxwell, has reviewed the 2016 year-to-date budget modification revisions for the period of January 1st, 2016 through February 29th, 2016, which are detailed and explained on the attached budget revision schedule identified as number 2016-01. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby authorizes and ratifies the 2016 year-to-date budget modification revisions for the period of January 1st, 2016 through February 29th, 2016, as itemized on schedule number 2016-01, which is attached hereto, incorporated herein, and made a part hereof. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Schneider.
Yes.
Councilman Lupinacci.
Yes.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Okay, next resolution, number 9, is a resolution authorizing additions to the active list of the Mahopac Volunteer Fire Department. Suzie, would you read 9?
To resolve that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the addition of the following names to the active list of the Mahopac Volunteer Fire Department. Jake Mastro of Mahopac, New York. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Second?
Okay, seconded by Councilman Schneider. Roll call vote.
Councilman Schneider.
Yes.
Councilman Lupinacci.
Yes.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Okay, next resolution, number 10, is a resolution authorizing entry into an agreement for the undertaking with the New York State Department of Transportation. And Councilman Schneider, would you read that, please?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the entry into an undertaking and agreement with the New York State Department of Transportation concerning work involving New York State highways. Said agreement and undertaking being in form as attached hereto and made a part hereof, and be it further resolved that the Town Supervisor, Kenneth Schmidt, is hereby authorized to execute said instrument on behalf of the Town of Carmel. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote.
Councilman Schneider.
Yes.
Councilman Lupinacci.
Yes.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Okay, next resolution, number 11, is a resolution amending the contract of landscaping, grass cutting services for the Town of Carmel Recreation Parks. Councilman Lombardi, would you read that, please?
Whereas the Town Board of the Town of Carmel had previously authorized the awarding and extending the bid and contract to Pat Scanlon Landscaping, New City, New York, for landscaping/grass cutting services at Airport Park, Camarda Park, Mahopac Chamber Park, and McDonough Park at the current annual contract rate of $35,125. And whereas on March 19, 2015, the Town Board authorized the extension of the aforesaid contract for a period of 1 year. Now therefore be it resolved, the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the extension of the aforesaid contract services with Pat Scanlon Landscape in New City, New York, for an additional year through and including March 19, 2016, at an annual contract rate of $35,125. And now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the amendment of said contract to add landscaping grass cutting services at Carmel Town Hall at an annual additional cost not to exceed $2,125. And be it further resolved, the Town Supervisor Kenneth Schmidt is hereby authorized to execute any amendment as necessary documentation required connection therewith. I offer the resolution as read.
Second.
That's Greg.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Get Greg on the phone. Maybe that's what I said. Who's writing this stuff?
Okay, who seconded it?
Me.
Susie did. Okay, seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Schneider.
Yes.
Councilman Lupinacci.
Yes.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Yeah.
Sharpie, don't get comfortable in the chair.
It's on tape.
All right, Resolution 12 is a resolution authorizing attendance at a seminar. Councilman Lupinacci, would you read 12, please?
Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby authorize Highway Superintendent Michael Simone and Deputy Highway Superintendent Robert Erickson to attend the New York State Highway School Seminar on June 5th, 2016 through June 7th, 2016 at Cornell University, Ithaca, New York, and be it further resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel authorizes payment of reasonable and necessary expenses incurred in connection therewith upon audit. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Schneider.
Yes.
Councilman Lupinacci.
Yes.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Okay, the next resolution, number 13, is a resolution for public interest order in the matter of increase and improvement of the facilities at Carmel Sewer District Number 3 wastewater treatment plant. Susie, would you read 13?
Sure. Whereas the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, Putnam County, New York, has duly caused to be prepared a map, plan, and report, including an estimate of cost pursuant to Section 202B of the Town Law relating to the proposed increase and improvement of the facilities of Sewer District Number 3 in the Town of Carmel, Putnam County, New York, consisting of the reconstruction of sewer lines for infiltration and inflow remediation, including incidental improvements and expenses in connection therewith, at a maximum estimated cost of $300,000. And whereas at a meeting of said town board duly called and held on February 17th, 2016, an order was duly adopted by it and entered in the minutes specifying the said town board would meet to consider the increase and improvement of facilities of Sewer District Number 3 in said town at a maximum estimated cost of $300,000, and to hear all persons interested in the subject thereof concerning the same at the Town Hall in Mahopac, New York, in said town, on March 9th, 2016, at 7:00 p.m. prevailing time. And whereas said order duly certified by the town clerk was duly published and posted as required by law. And whereas a public hearing was duly held at the time and place set forth in said notice, at which all persons desiring to be heard were duly heard. Now, therefore, be it ordered by the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, Putnam County, New York, as follows. Section 1, upon the evidence given at an aforesaid meeting, public hearing, it is hereby found and determined that it is in the public interest to make the increase and improvement of the facilities of Sewer District Number 3 in the Town of Carmel, Putnam County, New York, consisting of the reconstruction of sewer lines for infiltration and inflow remediation, including incidental improvements and expenses in connection therewith, at a maximum estimated cost of $300,000. Section 2, this order shall take effect immediately. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lupinacci. Roll call vote.
Councilman Schneider.
Yes.
Councilman Lupinacci.
Yes.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Okay, the 14th and last agenda item for this evening is a resolution authorizing the issuance of $300,000 bonds for the Town of Carmel, Putnam County, New York, to pay the cost of reconstruction of sewer lines for infiltration and inflow remediation at the treatment plant of the Carmel Sewer District Number 3 in the Town of Carmel, Putnam County, New York. Councilman Schneider, would you read 14, please?
Whereas pursuant to the provisions heretofore duly had and taken in accordance with the provisions of Sections 202B of the Town Law, and more particularly an order dated the date hereof, said Town Board has determined it to be in the public interest to improve the facilities of Sewer District Number 3 in the Town of Carmel, Putnam County, New York, at a maximum estimated cost of $300,000. And whereas the capital project hereinafter described as proposed has been determined to be a Type 2 action pursuant to the regulations of the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, promulgated pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act, which as such will not have a significant effect on the environment and requiring no further environmental review. Now therefore be it resolved by the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, Putnam County, New York, as follows and as set forth in sections 1 through 12 as pre-filed with the town clerk. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilman Lombardi and Councilman Lupinacci. Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Schneider.
Yes.
Councilman Lupinacci.
Yes.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that completes our Town Board voting meeting agenda items for this evening. At this time, I'm going to open up the floor to any residents that would like to come up and speak regarding the agenda items that we covered this evening. Come on up at this time. Okay, there being none, is there anyone that would like to come up and speak on new business before the Town Board? This is the open forum portion of the meeting. Yes, Mike?
Hi, good evening, Mike Barilli. I was out of town last week, and I was actually sick a couple of weeks ago when you had the fire department discussion. And I don't even know if you guys know, but when I was home watching it, and I was looking for the thing that says, because you were about 20 minutes late, you had an executive session that night, the sign goes up starting in a few minutes, and it goes off. Every 5 minutes it goes on, every 5 minutes it goes off. Just people flip channels, just leave it on. Number two, I wasn't here for that meeting, and I would like to have said something. I want to be able to say it now.
Sure. Yep.
Bravo to the fire department, and bravo to you guys for them opening their books and you guys striking a deal. It's very important. But you left out an important thing, and even the fire department didn't bring it up. If we switched to the other type of district, there's about $125,000 worth of costs to the district to meet those requirements. And with them opening up their books and doing the open meetings, you don't have to do that, and you save it. And the bottom line is it's taxpayer money. So it was another over $100,000 saved, which I thank you for and I thank them for. There was another couple of comments, and I just wanted to put my 2 cents in because I was hit with a lot of rocks during that fire department thing. I personally, I don't have any problem with commissioners out of the district. I don't know if it's just strange to you guys or not, but if they do their job, I don't care where they come. I mean, we have cops that don't live in Mahopac. If they do the job for the community, I don't have a problem with that. There was one thing that the supervisor said twice, which I'm confused about. You kept saying one member resigned and one member, embezzled all this money. Has that member been charged or indicted yet?
No, not to my knowledge.
So
Not
that
yet,
case isn't closed. That case is still open and active.
It's ongoing, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And there could be, and Mike, let me just say, there could be others that are involved in this crime.
Let's
this
hope not.
embezzlement. Let's hope not, but there could be others. So,
Another question, since I missed that meeting, is you had an executive session that night with the reval people. And I'm curious, are we paying more for this reval since it's not finished? Or is it still at we budgeted originally? The fact that they're not done yet and they have to continue going.
As of right now, from what we had originally budgeted of $990,000.
Yeah, it's about $900,000.
We're still well below that.
Okay.
Even if the proposal for another year of staying on is accepted at full price, we're still below that $990. So we're still just trying to figure out what the best approach is to finalize this in the most appropriate
So we're not
manner.
getting banged for any extras or things like that?
As of right now, there's no need to change what we had originally budgeted of the $990.
Okay. Any idea when we're going to have the public hearing on this? Because the way you had it structured this year, you were waiting almost to the last minute to have the public hearing, and I hate to see it come up in the last minute this year.
Yeah, I would like to have a few more public hearings, work session agenda items where we can discuss a few other things.
I thought you were going to do it quarterly. I had somebody brought it up quarterly, and we're into our second quarter, and it's going to come like that. And you're going to have a lot of angry people here in one meeting, and you're not going to accomplish anything. Food for thought. Also on the public hearings, I got this letter being a chamber member, and it's actually funny. I'm going to read the first sentence. It's been almost a year since the Town of Carmel Town Board had a meeting that attracted a big crowd, and it was for the signs. And basically it says, the committee has evolved into a watchdog group for any restrictive legislation targeted at the business community. And I thought we were having a dialogue with the chamber and I thought we were going to fix the problems we have.
Yeah, Councilman Schneider and myself are trying to. We're trying to stay in contact with them, and we were supposed to get information from them since last October. And we've been asking them for it, and they've kind of turned, I want to say almost turned
They turned it around.
their tune around.
Yeah.
So we kind of said, well, we would like to move forward on this. You know, if you don't have any information to give us, then we're going to move forward with it with the information that we have, that we would still love them to be involved. But for some reason, there's some pushback, you know, that they seem that they want to do their own thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're trying to keep them involved. I know Amy and Tom was here last week regarding it, but as far as that, the sign ordinance, they are, you know, we can't wait for them to be involved with us.
I appreciate hearing that from you.
I'm not sure if you had read the Putnam County Chamber newsletter today, but it spoke on the same actions in regards to municipalities working together, grand master plan, but specifically referencing signage as well, not to put any restrictions on the local businesses who already have it hard
It's
enough. So
springtime.
there's a lot to
It's
be done.
springtime. It's cleanup time. Okay, I won't even bring that up, but it's springtime. You see the stuff popping up. I would ask the board, out of respect for what I think is probably one of the nicest pieces of, nicest monument I think I've ever seen in any community, is the donation from the Bellissimo family of the Twin Tower gate that was handmade by them, that sits on a very prominent corner in this community. And the firehouse finished it off beautifully with a fence. And now, since the people that hang banners realize that it costs the town a lot of money to hang up banners and a lot of time, and they don't want to do it themselves, why don't they just put the banners on the fence across the street? It's the same fence. But to hang a banner up anywhere, I mean, if the fire department has a blood thing or something, they always put it on the edge, right by the entrance to their firehouse, very respecting and proper. But anybody that has a fundraiser or anything that hangs any kind of banner anywhere near where, when you're looking at that monument, you catch that banner with your eye, I think it's disgraceful. And I think should be tied in to this sign thing because, you know, everything with you guys, and it's not your fault, all right? Everything with you guys takes 6 months or a year to get done. It's been a year since the sign thing came up.
Yeah.
I'm not going away. I always tell you guys, I'm not going away. Okay? One day I'll go away. Maybe somebody will smile, somebody won't. But I'm not going away for a while.
Yeah, Mike, as far as the banners at the fire department, I spoke with Matt Bondi about that, and they have spoken to the people that they should not, and they're actually telling them you cannot put them anywhere near that monument. So the fire department has noticed that, and they're asking them to put it away from the monument, because it's sacred. It's, you
There
know.
are very few things
Yes.
that are beautiful in this community.
They should just
And
cut it
it's sad to say that, but it's true.
They just cut it down.
All right, when you stop at that light, it just hits you. And it's just, it's not good. Okay, I see we hired 2 cops now. We got a new lieutenant. We're getting rid of the police department next month? I don't
We're
think
not.
so,
Pretty
right?
soon.
No.
Pretty soon.
No. So, Mike, so those who are still out there saying that this town board, look what they're doing, they're dismantling the police department, they're
I saw
abolishing
something,
it.
I saw something
I
on the
know.
parade, and I'm going to add this in too, but, you know, they know I'm pro-police.
We saw.
There was a lot of signs in that parade to support something. A parade is a time for the community to come out and bring their children to smile and have a good time, not to be reminded of any political, I won't use the word, okay? I mean, I'm bothered when I see politicians marching in parades,
Me too.
okay? Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Is there anyone else who would like to come up on new business for the town of Carmel? Open forum? Nope, there being none. We do have a couple of announcements. Recreation announcement. You or Susie want to do this one?
Town of Carmel Recreation and Parks Department, Spring 2016 class registration. Spring class registration begins Monday, March 21st, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Sycamore Park, 790 Long Pond Road, Mahopac, New York. Spring and summer classes include intro to stand-up paddleboarding, cupcake decorating, belly dancing, mini taekwondo, tennis lessons, horseback riding, dog obedience, yogalettes, music together, Little Chefs, and U.S. Sports Institute programs and more. Town of Carmel residents must purchase 2016 ID cards. Proof of residence is required, and pay the resident program fee. Non-residents may participate by paying the non-resident program fee. For more information, please call the Recreation Office at 845-628-7888 or go to the website at www.carmelnewyork, or it's carmelny, one word, .org, or like us on Facebook.
Thanks, John. Okay, and this message is for Town of Carmel residents who reside in a Carmel Municipal Water District. So if you have municipal water provided by the Town of Carmel, you have to read your water meter. You have to read your meter, and they're due no later than March 31st, 2016. So by the end of this month, everybody should have, by now, have received your card that you have to fill out with your meter reading on it. If you don't know where your meter is located in your residence, just call 628-1500, ask for somebody in the engineering department or the controller's office, and they can assist you, and perhaps the operator of that water district can go out and show you where your meter is. Everyone who resides in a water district does have a water meter. It's located, in most cases, in the basement of your home. And if you receive that water meter card in the mail, which you should have by now, please take the time to fill out that card with the reading that's on your meter. It doesn't take a lot of time. I have a water meter in my home. It takes literally 5 minutes to walk downstairs and jot down the numbers on your meter on that card. Then you send it back to the town controller's office, and they process a water bill for you. But if you give them the water meter reading, you'll get an actual bill of the water usage, of the consumption of water that you used for that particular quarter. If you don't, we're going to send you what's called an estimated bill. It's not an accurate bill, it's estimation of how much water you consumed during that billing cycle. So, and that may be higher, or so if you read your meter, that bill might be lower because you're giving them an accurate reading. So please, everyone, take the time to read your meters and send in that meter reading card back to the town controller's office so they can process your water bill for that particular period. All right, does anybody else have anything they want to mention? No? Okay. We do have executive session this evening. We have one item. Councilman Lupinacci, this is regarding a personnel matter. So we're going to be closing the meeting from executive session. We're not coming back out here. The next time we're going to meet is next Wednesday, March 23rd, and that's for a town board work session. So we'll see everybody then. We're going to close the meeting from executive session. I need a motion to go into executive.
Second.
Made by Councilman Lombardi, seconded by Councilman Lupinacci. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Be well.